Hey guys, welcome back to another video, of course on Wizard101. This will be the first of a series of videos since it seems most of you guys watching my channel are fans of the subject, and I just so happen to have some more things to say about it. But whether you play it, heard of it, or don't know anything about Wizard101, this video will still be beneficial to you. Just trust me, the information I will bestow on you in this video may become helpful to you later on in life, you never know. Well, this is a part 1 of a deep dive / analysis of the Wizard101 worlds where I explain them a little bit, talking about their design, to some lore, and just talk about my personal feelings, ideas, theories, all that type of stuff. Starting with the first world and most well-known world, Wizard City. Now, it might not seem like it, but Wizard101 has a ton of complex lore and a lot of text boxes that go with said lore. And to understand Wizard City, you're gonna need a big old glob of that lore to understand it. But don't worry, I'll keep it simple and I'll start with the basic foundation of this universe. The universe of Wizard101 is called the Spiral, which in itself is made of separated fragmented worlds that all used to be one world called, get this, the First World. Kind of like Pangea. But a big bang thing kinda happened where an event called the Titan War took place amongst the titans of the first 3 magic types. The Ice Giants, the Fire Dragons, and the Storm Tritons. Anyways, the conflict destroyed the first world, and God, who was a big mama raven, wove together the spiral alongside this big tree dude, who also is her brother, I guess, to keep the universe intact. This is where Wizard City comes in. That big tree dude, yeah, he's stuck here. His name is Bartleby, and he's pretty important. His mouth is a central gate to all the other worlds in the spiral, which you use as the main portal hub. Years ago, he was found here by this old hermit dude named Merle Ambrose that decided, hey, I'm gonna profit off of this tree god. I'm gonna build a city right here. A wizard city. He then proceeds to indoctrinate 10-year-olds from all across the spiral to serve him under the guise of learning magic. Where in reality, you don't really learn any magic besides summoning creatures to mangle up wildlife. Anyways, that's the lore breakdown of what Wizard City is. But what is this place really like? Well, luckily this world is one of the shortest and smallest, as well as being the first world. The first area I want to talk about is where they got the senile ancient tree stuck for eternity, right in the middle of Ravenwood, where all the schools for all the important magic is located. Like fire, storm, ice, life, myth, death. Oh, well, this is where death should have been. It was here at one point, but the death teacher, I guess, got a little carried away. At least death had a school, though. Fuck balance. Want to learn about sand? Go to Egypt. This is also where the dorms are, but who cares? After you do a few quests for the headmaster, you have enough coin to get into real estate. You spend some time in the school district, but where you really do all your learning is in the commons. You want to really understand the game and the community? You come right here and you'll learn more than you ever really wanted to. So yeah, the commons here is pretty much where most of the meat is. The headmaster office, pretty much just for getting your main quests, is here. Also Zeke, who is in every world and always on your ass about losing gold, but he's the one always losing shit. There's also the library where you can buy basic one-use treasure cards, and also the fairgrounds where you can play some extremely dated mini-games, which I completely forgot about and haven't played in 10 years. You do these to get mana for spells, but you can also just buy it with in-game gold, so just do that. It's not that expensive. Unless you're just a huge Doodle Dug fan. The Commons is the central area of Wizard City, which branches off to other areas like Golem Court, which is home to a tower that's pretty short and is beginner level difficulty, you know, for like level 5s. This area also holds the entrance to the sewers, but what goes on down there is a little too vile to show in this video. I'm sorry. Maybe in a later video we'll dip our toes in a little, but I don't think you guys are ready for that quite yet. Anyways, the Pet Pavilion is also connected to the Commons, and is the one area in the whole game that is tainted with the collective sadness and despair from the entire Wizard101 community. This place is the embodiment of pain. But there's some fun little mini games here too, so that's okay. If you want to experience some more pain, go over to Unicorn Way and try some PvP. Have fun fighting some ice wizards. Unicorn Way is also the first street you face with enemies on it. The very first area people experience the joy of Wizard101. There are 3 types of enemies that your little child wizards stomp on in here: pixies, skeletons, and lost souls. All extremely easy, and Merle could probably just Thanos snap all the enemies away, but we gotta train up those new recruits. Unicorn Way is the first of the 5 roads that you gotta beat, all mostly copy and pasted buildings with different colors to represent a specific school type. Unicorn Way for Life, Cyclops Lane for Myth, Triton Avenue for Storm, Firecat Alley for Fire, Colossus Boulevard for Ice, and Haunted Cave for Death. Most of which you have to access through by passing through the shopping district, which may be called that, but you're not going to do pretty much any shopping here, except for spray painting your clothes. No, you're going to be doing all your shopping and selling in the next section over, in this building right here, the Bazaar. Hope you like this place because you're going to be coming here a lot. You're going to be practically living here throughout your entire playthrough. This part of the map is Oldtown, and where you have access to most of the other streets and the majority of the world, as well as the most traumatizing section you must overcome in the whole game: the paywall. The college tuition here is pretty steep. Well, if you somehow manage to get past that and slaughter the beings causing a ruckus on all these streets, like the Fire Elves on Firecat Alley, and the Cyclops on Cyclops Lane, and for some reason a Scarecrow on Triton Avenue, and possibly deal with those disgusting fat gobblers on Colossus Boulevard, you don't have to kill them. It's optional for some reason, even though they're causing way more damage to the streets than those poor little fire elves they had you put down. After going through all of that, you get to explore the Haunted Cave, which pretty much is only a single boss tower. Here you fight the final boss of the world, Lord Nightshade, who is just an undead pawn of the real villain of the first arc, Malistaire, the crazy death teacher that blew up his school. Sucks to be a death wizard. Actually, it doesn't suck. Not because they're the most fun and busted school to play in the game, but because the death school actually ends up behind the commons of Waterfall and is not just a pile of dirt. So hey, that's pretty cool. And a hobo has been living there this whole time, just surviving on huffing chemicals. Say hello to the new death teacher. Well, that's pretty much this whole world. Well, actually no, there's a couple more side areas we can go over. There's a dark cave with nothing in it. Nice, cool, good production value. There's also this pretty mediocre dungeon close to the death school called Sunken City. Yeah, it was a challenge 15 years ago. That's all I can say about that one. There's also a teleport there close by the death school that leads to a whole other dungeon slash subworld. But that's a late mid-game stuff. That's probably material for a video later on though. Oh, and how could I forget the fan favorite Crab Alley? Some people's favorite area in all of Wizard City. Definitely not mine. Not discouraging though. Not been a fan since they deported Selena Gomez. And have never been a huge fan of underwater areas. But I know a lot of people definitely like this area. Especially since I completely forgot about it in my Minecraft build video. But I can assure you at some point I will get to it. But if you haven't seen that video, go check it out if you're a fan of Wizard101 or a fan of just Minecraft builds. And you can definitely expect to see more update videos on that world if you're into it. As well as more parts of this series, so stay tuned for future videos. Next we'll be explaining Crocotopia for this video series, and also Crocotopia in my Minecraft build series as well, because I have begun production. Anyways, I hope you guys like this content and let me know what you'd like to see more of. Well, I hope you guys have a nasty night, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.